No, hello. I'm still working on this thing, which is how it goes sometimes. Oh yeah, I made it out of a blanket. Yeah, it's like a sweater. It is a sweater I made out of a blanket. Well, sort of a sweater, kind of like a cardigan because it's like open on the front. Yeah, it's an old Halloween blanket covered in eyeballs. Yeah, that'll line up well. Okay. Quick hydrogen inject. Good for you guys. Goddamn. Green? There. Heck. Wait. A burn doesn't usually turn you green. That don't sound healthy. But I mean, if it's not causing you any trouble, then how the fuck is it green? Well, good luck with that. I don't know, you might. I think I lined those up right. No other way those can be lined up. Well, that sounds normal, but green is a little off. Not that you can essentially turn like kind of blue if you have low oxygen, but it's like, oh, you turn into a Navi cosplay, but you're not even struggling to breathe. Get on my level. Passes out. Yeah, I guess so. Not as experienced as some leather workers. I guess I do sew. So, I mean, sewing is just a lot of little tiny stabs over and over again. A lot of very careful, calculated stabs. That lined up so perfectly. No, not yet or anything, but I'm sure if I ever have to murder some people with stabbing implements, I probably do okay with it. Like, I would rather not, but, you never know what the future holds. I don't know if I might have to stab a motherfucker. I never rule anything out, you know? Gotcha. Oh, sweet, sweet, yeah. Wouldn't want to waste a whole body. My stabbing block so I can fully stab these now. And when repeatedly stabbing anything, make sure to give your wrist a break now and then. Do some gentle wrist stretches. Let's do the other one. Okay, just a little bit. Ow. Too much stabbing in 2 days. Thankfully, I'm a little bit ambidextrous, so I can keep going with my non-dominant hand. And mess up that one too. Come on. We were talking about stabbing people and then hiding the bodies by eating them. You know, normal conversations that normal sane people have, sanely and normally. I don't know what the hell he's talking about with the Creed butt shake thing. I am a little concerned for this guy's health. Me at the teenagers in my chat, like, please get medical attention if you can. Nice. Okay, I think if I just hold my wrist like this and move my whole arm instead of just the wrist, it doesn't hurt as much. So I can still switch off between hands to get all the stabbing done. Once I'm done with all the stabbing, I can do the stitching, which will mess up my hands even more. Oh boy. I would simply not look. And I would also be like, Twitch, I am not responsible for the actions of strange teenagers in my chat. All I can do is encourage them not to show their asses to people online. Yeah, okay. Just like nerd girl, goth mommy, Nigerian prince asking me to help recover his fortune. You got it. Which is okay, so I have to put one like right there. I think. That one near there. Okay. Good luck with that. You guys have fun. New friend here's a little strange, but that's okay. Aha. Got that sleep deprived mania going on. Or maybe that sleep deprived apathy. The loopiness is definitely there. know. Is it something you could blackmail him for? I don't know why you would need to blackmail someone, but I don't know your life. I personally would be like, whatever. Kid can ruin his health if he feels like it. 14? Yeah, that is way too young to be smoking. Yeah, someone under 14 that might as well be a baby to me, so that's like, Jesus Christ. Kid, your lungs. Your fucking lungs. Also, your teeth and your clothes. That smoke smell gets into everything. I had a friend who smoked in high school, and like, it gave me an old hoodie of his one time, and the hoodie still smelled like smoke. I am not even joking, like, a decade later. I didn't wear it very much. I tried airing it out over and over again, but the guy smoked so much that it was just like, what? That one has. Did I get that? Okay. There's space there that I gotta get, so that'll match up. Okay. I mean, yeah. Don't need money, got eggs. Words to live by. Secondhand smoke can definitely cause problems. Yeah, I got friends whose like parents or siblings smoked or whatever, so I would go over and their like apartment would always smell like smoke, and I'd be like, Jesus Christ. That stuff gets into fabric, it gets into the walls. Smoke can sink into the freaking carpet and the paint and the upholstery. So it would be everywhere, and I'd be like, no, my friend's lungs. And their health in general. And like everything they own. Oh, yeah, I saw something about, yeah, I saw something about Nicki Minaj. I was gonna watch a Jamie Dodgers video about it, because that's how I learn stuff like that is by drama YouTubers. I was like, wow, Nicki, what the fuck? Yeah, Sugarlight's design was so freaking cool. Too bad Nicki went off the fucking deep end. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. I mean, though, it's not inaccurate. Okay, now I gotta. Is that. Wait. It's this side, right? Oh, wait, no. This side. Yeah, okay. Alright. Totally not terrified I'm gonna mess this up. Wait, I didn't. I gotta stab this one too. Jesus Christ, the stabbing. Ugh. Huh. Wild. What the fuck, Nikki? Yeah, Nicki Minaj fucking went insane and is now like a crazy Trump supporter. Just really weird. Hmm. Well, I hope it's something good. I can't remember who Kelsey Grammer is. I know the name is, but I don't remember who it is. I like some of Nicki's music. She was extremely influential and like kind of even historically important in American hip hop. I really liked her verses in some songs. I liked some songs that she did all by herself. I liked her aesthetic. I was never like a huge fangirl, but like thought she was pretty cool. Mm. Hmm. I still think they're gonna make a game based on the show. I mean, they might not, but either that or something that's like directly tied to the continuity of the show. Avoid making anything canon. Watch, they're gonna remake New Vegas but make it worse. Not a single improvement. Hmm. Hmm. Aha. I mean, possibly. Hmm. I never heard of that, but also I don't usually follow that kind of news. The whole, like, why would they not like follow New Vegas' success? Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Mm. Mm. Aha. I kind of figured Bethesda would just be happy to publish anything and get the money out of it. As long as they, like, own the IP or whatever, I don't see why they would be, like, jealous. Maybe kind of funny if Hod Towered was a little jealous, though. That'd be funny. Mm. 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 I guess. But yeah, you and the other New Vegas fans, New Vegas being, I think, the most popular and, like, most lasting game in the whole Fallout series, definitely gonna make some of the fans pissed. There are definitely Fallout fans who don't care about the continuity and lore at all, though, and just will buy anything. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Some people just like the environment. I kind of fall into that category because I'm not super up on, like, the history of the world and everything. I do think it's really cool how the games cover, like, a huge sort of swath of time, kind of like Elder Scrolls, and you can like connect characters and events and stuff like that. But mostly what I like about the Fallout games is the exploring and collecting weird stuff, and the exploring and the characters and the exploring. And that's, like, all I personally care about. But still, if the story is weird enough, or if it's, like, stupid enough, or if it directly contradicts one of the games I really like New Vegas, that's even gonna piss me off because I'm like, what the hell? Have some goddamn standards for your game, for your fictional universe franchise or whatever. Don't expect the players to just eat anything you give them. Mm. Yeah, what you said about the Kings, yeah. Hmm. want to start stitching from like, yeah, somewhere like right here where I can definitely see where everything lines up. Ends up there, right? Wait. Yeah, they're there, and then those two. Did I stab that through? I missed one. Eh. Yeah, like what the fuck? All the characters that I liked. Because, like, one of the coolest things about New Vegas is just all the fun characters and how they interact. And, like, the different factions and stuff, and the sort of, like, politics of that area, having to deal with the different people in it. There's even different currency. I'm gonna do this in, like, small sections. Just in case I need to, like, undo something. In case I, like, miss a stitch or something. So this will go forward and backward, and then I'll do it like that. Yay, Victor! I like Victor. Make sure get these two. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to see the stitches as well from the fabric side, so I'm gonna have to keep like pulling this up and looking at it, but it should be fine. Okay, I'll start going down this way. Get this flat side seam going. Come on. Come on. Mm. Yeah, he would, huh? Come on. My idea of folding over little bits of fabric over the edges will help with this. I'm gonna have to, what's it called? What is that stitch called? Gonna have to, not whip stitch. Come on, where are you? There you are. All the way down there. Yeah, hopefully they're not just doing stuff just to do stuff and have like a reason behind things. Mm. Oh yeah, the bomb collars. I think I remember that. The yeah, that was fucked up. And I'm doing small ones too, just for the sake of the thread at the end here. It's gonna get worn down and start fraying. Yeah, it's messed up. Ah. Heck. I gotta remember to turn back when I'm like halfway, so. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Geez, so they can't be like recovered. Recovered as if they're a computer. You know, like they cannot. Well, yeah, be recovered. They can't recover from the brainwashing. Damn. Like corporate zombies. Okay. And go at least like over there. just exploded. Uh-huh. Do like one or two more. Oh yeah, and okay, I'm gonna put that on the other side, so okay, I don't have to do that yet. I gotta remember to put this in on the other side. It's like a little keychain hook. Okay, a little bit more. I gotta had a posture check, and I gotta do some leg lifts because my knees hurt. Ow. Okay. Ow. Well, the Mesmetron is definitely a pretty follow name for it. And a stretch check, everyone. Tired today. I had to get up early to go get my lower dentures relined, and then I forgot to freaking go pick up a prescription on the way back, so I gotta try to do that tomorrow. I didn't have time to do that later in the day because I was cleaning and I felt horrible. And then I was like, oh heck, Skelby and I were gonna go watch Iron Lung, so we went to watch Iron Lung, and I really liked it a lot. It's a really good movie. Great time. I definitely want to watch it again with subtitles because like the audio distortion and stuff made it hard to hear some parts, which was kind of fun because it's like you're trapped in the submarine with him. But also I feel like there's stuff hidden in the audio that I would need subtitles to hear that would be cool to hear. Anyway. Like, the interstate was all backed up, and it was crazy because like the theater we went to was like right next to an interstate and a major street intersection, and the interstate was all backed up because it was closed for a few exits because apparently some crazy person with a gun was in a standoff with the police further west of here. It's like, great, yeah, my part of town, love that for us. Anyway, yeah, whole breach, whole breach, whole breach. I was like, what is it saying? I'm the sane half. Mm, 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 mm. Group therapy time. Mm. Yeah, I have no idea what the motives of the armed individual were, but the news was super um vague about it. Bring time to gamble at all, New Vegas. Ah, fuck. Ow. Had my finger a little too close up. All the news was pretty much just like, yeah, the cops are still trying to get the guy, and apparently it started happening sometime around 5:30, and we got out of the theater at 7. So, that was probably an absolutely miserable time to be on that part of the road. We only had to be in it for like 15 minutes or something, but I didn't make this long enough. I pushed it too much. Oh well. If I have to, I will add more and then hide it all under fabric. So you're not the one learning the karmic lesson anymore. I pushed it with those 2 extra stitches. I'll have to tie this off and then... yeah, I should tie that off here. Okay. Through there. Yeah, this is something you can do. Let's hook this under here. Go. Trying to play chicken with the thread again. I lost. Well, I guess I won because I didn't completely run out of thread, but still. Ended in a draw. Okay. That tight. Give myself a bit of a shorter length this time. My wrist is hurting. Definitely overworked it. Felling. That's what it's called when you, a felled edge. Yeah, that's the kind of stitch I was thinking of. I heckin' remembered. Try to do more of this with my left hand. I'm a little wobbly, but it's functional. I've learned a lot that should help me with my pistachio eat-a bag when I make that. It's gonna be a little less complicated construction-wise than this. I still want to make it like good and sturdy. Well, sturdy as I can make it. Oh, okay, there's one there. It's really small. Really close together stitch. Oh, right, I'm supposed to be using this hand. Wait, did I mess that up? I might mess that up a little bit. Well, that's fine. Come on. Use my right hand for placement and the left one for pulling things through. Actually, no, I should just use my left hand for all because my arm really hurts. Okay. Bit slower, but that's fine. Should turn this like this way, actually. Okay. As I might like wrinkle this by folding it that way. Okay, and here comes the curving part. A couple stitches, which reminds me, gotta keep an eye on that. Three more stitches. Be safe. Although, because I won't be able to do that this direction. Not that one, but that one. Well, that's good. Woohoo! Yippee! Making progress over there. Sounds like you're pretty on top of things. Ah! I forgot I was only supposed to do a few more stitches. Okay. Heck. Go back. Oh. Guess you could try starting and then seeing if you get into it. If you have trouble focusing or something, try something else. Did I cut it too short again? Not necessarily. Okay. No, yeah, I think it'll be fine. That's just goes to there. Okay. It was like 4 more stitches, and then I didn't count how many I did. It might have been 2. It might have been 1. I don't know. mm. Wait, where's my clip box? Oh, did it fall? Oh, no. It was just stacked on top of something weird, so I did not perceive it. Okay. That's extremely annoying, him treating you like a secretary. Even my dad. I know I keep saying even my dad, but like, even my dad would be like, hey, can you pick that up? Like, ask first. Even when I was living over at his place, he was always pulling the, I pay for everything, you should do a bunch of stuff. Which I did all the time, often to the detriment of my health. He would still be like, hey, do you have a headache? Can you go pick up something for me? Can you show me how to attach a file to an email for the 1500th time? You at least have the courtesy to ask. Okay, this is fabric, and then this side is the leather, which is painted, but... Mm-hmm. Did you tell him to go pick up his own goddamn document? There we go. I think I still might have cut the... Well, yeah, no, I definitely cut it too close again with the thread. Not good at measuring how much thread to use. Yeah, I'm trying to make a bag. I've never made one before. I don't know what I'm doing. But I am trying. Certainly am trying. Come on, okay. Okay, if I can just get it through here. Good. Oh wait, through here then down here. Damn it. Maybe he just doesn't want to be seen there for whatever reason. Yeah, he should just go get it himself, or have it mailed to him. If he needs it immediately, well then he should have ordered it sooner. Gosh, maybe it's his will or something. I don't think you need a cord to have those, but whatever. He seems like the kind of person who would make a huge deal if you just, like, told him no. So maybe some part of your brain is just like, it is less trouble to go out of my way to pick up a stupid document than it is to deal with his bitching for who knows how long. Then just leads to the frustration of feeling like you're being pushed around. You can only get out at 3 p.m. tomorrow. It's good he tried, but he could be a bit more courteous about asking. I'm like really hoping this will match up properly. I think it will. Oh, yeah, that was, let me, change that to that, to that, to that. Uh, is that, okay, see, that is, fuck. That is significantly taller than it should be. Um, hmm. Is it because I put those in somewhat straight lines instead of directly following the curve? Mm, yeah. Mm, mm. I'm trying to consider what to do if this top doesn't match up at all, which it might not, despite how many times I tried to measure everything. I guess I would just... I would have to take this off, remove this from this, take at least this part of the zipper off, push it down a little bit, and do the same on that side, which is a lot, but I mean, it would be doable. Damn it. Hmm. Yeah, it seems like that's what is happening. Somehow, this part got mismeasured, and there's now quite the gap between these. Hmm. Potentially another thing I could do is make a little dart along here, like cut out a thin triangle and smush two of the holes together to cross over each other. Just how much do I smush it down? No, it doesn't. There's a huge gap here where I mismeasured. I'm trying to figure out how to redo that. I'm pretty happy with my paint job and how things are lining up, except for that's not lining up. Damn it. Okay, so if I do the darts, then there's like, I can't really go back from that because I would have to cut the leather. Like, that would go like this and would bend over, and then this would wrap around. I'd want to put a little piece of fabric over this and then, like, you know, fell stitch it, put a felling stitch along the edge to cover that up. I knew it was going to be hard to bend, so I'm going to have to very carefully, like, bend it into place. But that might be fine, because it's just going to curl in like this, so at least the stitch itself is going to be okay, I hope. I think. If only I could just staple gun this whole thing together. God, measuring around round things, I don't know why I gave it a round top. Well, it's because I thought it would be cute, but out of my skill set. Yeah, that is completely not matching up, right? I try to see how badly it's not matching up. Come on. That one goes to that one, so... Come on. How did I stab myself in the finger with a blunt needle where it hurt that bad? My god. Okay. That sucks, man. Your dad sucks, and I hate him. There's a significant difference here, and that is not good. I'm gonna weigh my options. If the darts did work, it would be the easiest. Because then I could just, cut a little triangle, stitch it together. It would make sort of like a rounded thing going on the top, which wouldn't be too bad. Otherwise, it'll be a bit more complex because I'll have to either cut it on both sides and move it down, or I'll have to just like cut it in the middle and put it together and shorten it. Cutting it together, okay. Hardest option would be rechanging the sides, where I have to move this part down a little bit. Easiest part would be doing the darts, but if I mess it up, I can't really go back from that very easily. Third possibility, although I would still have to change the zipper. Actually, yeah, this might be just as difficult as moving these down, because I would have to unstitch the zipper and then restitch it back into place. I would have to cut the leather along like the middle and then just smoosh it back together while taking one side of the zipper and unstitching it and then restitching it in, but pulling it tighter. A second. Damn, I really thought I measured it okay. I mean, it was kind of not doing a great amount of measuring. I was making up the pattern as I went, but... Space do I have to cover? Like about... What was that, 3/4 of an inch or something? Okay, put that back in there. trying to figure out if I did the darts where I would need them. Does it have to do it on both sides? Purchase some glap because it's easier. Damn it. Fucking grab the clip out of another one. Come on. These aren't quite even, but if I did 4 little stitches, it wouldn't be too bad. Or 4 little darts, it won't be too bad. There we went. Okay. Gonna have to, like, properly count the stitches. Count the stitch holes. See how far along we go. Sometimes I run into a roadblock on a little project, and I get very, very sad and discouraged. But this one is, like, technically quite close to being done. So I gotta keep going on it. I can't just, like, toss it to the side. That would be sadder. I think I saw a trailer for Sentinel. I really like Iron Lung. I think it was a great time. Really good direction. Markiplier, freaking great acting in that. This here just because it's like straining that one stitch, pulling out a little bit. Extra support. Okay, it's going just a little up into the curve. Okay, so the point where it curves is like right there on here. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 that it went up after the curve. Was the curve there technically? That would be 5. Somewhere in the corner, and then that's a corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here, about, if I like count the stitches and figure out how many wants to go there. Yeah. Oh yeah, Forged in Fire is where they try to make like fantasy weapons and stuff, right? Or it's like the blacksmithing competition, right? Yeah. It could be interesting. Maybe I could try different crafters on every week or something. The straight up mixed media artists. I'm gonna take a quick little break to enjoy some Teresa Bar Dueling. No, I pronounce that so white, but like, whatever. Really? The little pull tab is partially sealed? Come on. Hmm. Right, yeah. I was thinking of a different, like a web series I watch where they make fantasy weapons. Sorry for that gross noise. I assume there was a gross noise, I don't know. Yeah, I really like the combination of two of my favorite types of horror, which are ocean horror and like inexplicable eldritch sci-fi horror, like space horror kind of stuff. Cosmic horror. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, ocean horror and cosmic horror. Two of my favorite scary things of all time. Remember, I have to check if my weekly Freakle downloads were updated yet. Available, yeah, I mean. Yes, okay. Get those real quick. One more? Okay. There we go. Alright. I honestly think that's why he was so good at like writing and directing it, is because he like understands that kind of horror. Generally, people who are like really good horror writers and creators kind of tend to be scared of a lot of things or have like anxiety or something like that. Well, apparently they broke the record for like most fake blood used in a motion picture. That's what Skelby was telling me about anyway. I was like, good for them. And wow, yeah, there sure was a lot of blood. You know, there being an ocean of it and all that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm putting in fives because it's easier to count. 5. I don't have to lose count. 5. Oh, yeah, right. I remember seeing his video about that a while ago. I was like, damn, dude. Hmm. 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 42. Hey. That was 42. Okay. 42 is a nice even number. So it's, does 42 divide by like 4? It says 21. So not really. Does 42 divide by 3? 6. Yes, it should divide by 3, right? So it's, I'm not going to use a calculator for something so simple. I remember things divided by 3. I'm not bad at math. $14, I knew that. Okay, so if I cut a dart at every 14th one, I sort of center it on that one. That will help me center the dots. Except I need to cut the darts up here, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I should probably like take the ones that are up here and then divide them by that. Let's see. I don't even know what kind of math I'm trying to do here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, wait. Okay, that connects there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we'll start here, right? Okay, wait, that goes there, so... Wait, what? It's like, oh yeah, that much fake blood will do that. Okay, there's that cut there. Okay, so that goes with that one. Okay, right, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th one, that's where we start. Okay, okay, okay. Don't know how I didn't check this properly before. Oh well. Okay, and then it's 5 down there, right? 5. Okay. That's starting here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay. So I've got 50. So 50 minus 42 would be 8. So I should take out... Well, 8 is divisible by 4, so you need to find 4 spots along here where I can take out 2 stitches. Okay. Mm. Yeah, I heard about that. He beat out Disney and was apparently really happy about how well the movie did. Because it was only supposed to release in like a small number of theaters, and then it got released in like a lot of theaters. Yay! I'm glad. I love it when an indie production really just blasts a large corporation movie out of the water. Okay, so well, 50 divided by 4 would be like, well, wait, 12.5, which isn't super helpful. I guess I could just find 4 specific spots that are more like, like 2 on the side, 2 on the side, so it's more like aesthetically nice. It makes it more of like a boxy kind of shape instead of trying to make it super even, because I just need to match the right amount of holes. And take out 8 holes. But there's a section of like, it's a pretty significant section, so. Okay. So if I take out 2 there and like move those closer to each other, that would cinch that in, right? Then maybe I should. Do I still have the paper pattern pieces? That's not it. I'm doing all this because I really don't want to have to take out the zipper and put it back in again. Dang, yeah, that's really good. Okay, like think about this, make sure I'm like thinking about it right. Okay. So it's 50 holes, that's 42 holes. So I need to take out 8 holes to make them even. So if I just like cut past that one and that one, put it up to a point, cinch them together and have these 2, then it should make up that amount of space, right? Yeah, because I would need to maintain the amount of space between them, so it'd go like half here and half there, cinch them together. Use the blue thread, put a couple stitches through there. That will get the space down. Because 8 stitches is about, probably take some of my marks off here. So just like 4 and 4. Easier number I can work with here. 3 3/4 centimeters, that's something. Okay, so yeah, okay. Why couldn't I have quadruple checked the measurements earlier when I was measuring everything? By earlier, I mean like a few freaking days ago. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Gonna try the darts. I really hope it works. Take this out because I need it. And that in there is a marker. They're probably just gonna try to release more nostalgic cash grabs. Wouldn't be surprised if they used AI for that though. Okay, like mark the ones that I feel like at the corners would be good, so like these two. How many is that? It's at the fifth one. And the sixth one. I can't remember if I'm remembering send help right, but feel free to describe it or send a promo or something. Hydration check. Okay. Put the other one slightly farther up, like maybe up here. Because I still want this cornered around a little bit, but okay. About it's gonna be up there and it's gonna be up there, so yeah, about like right here. And then one next to it. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the 7th. Okay. Figure it out on the other side too. I might be able to do the. Because those match up pretty good, so I might just be able to do the ones across from it. Dropping stuff. Okay. Damn it. I'm glad I'm starting to feel better from my recent maladies and ailments, but also really wish I was able to clean more today instead of being all migrainey and feeling horrible. Despite being sick all the time, I'm still sick and tired of being sick all the time. Okay. It's gonna be all twisted because it's sitting like that. Where's... between these. song Pale Moon that Perlene sang in Sinners has been in my head like all day. Such a bop. I want to get the soundtrack. And also look up like some of the older versions of those songs or covers by other artists. Yeah, my birthday is actually this Saturday. I'm gonna be 34 somehow. So you take these out now that I have those marks. Ow. That's... Nah, that's fine. I'm already enough of an old lady. If I suddenly rapidly age to whatever your age is, I'll probably crumble into dust. And I know you're only like a few years older than me or something, but I just don't think my system can handle it. They're like, oh shit, dude. Can't do it, chief. Barely handle sleeping wrong for like few nights. Can't handle going past 1 year in a year. I just had an idea for like some sort of character, like a, I don't know, a demon or something, who can legitimately swap ages with people, but then doesn't let them swap back. And would probably mostly prey on like children and teenagers, honestly, because they would want to be an adult and taken seriously and do things that only adults can do. Like, get into R-rated movies and buy alcohol. They would be like, sure, let's trade ages for a day, pretending to be like 30 or something, and just steal the kid's life force to leave them being 30. Be a pretty fucked up character. Yeah, like the movie Big, but he can never go back. The freaking Zoltar or whatever just steals his life force. Okay. So over here, like, boy, I hope I don't mess anything up in these last stages. And then I did something that probably could have been avoided if I was just a bit more careful with measuring. Well, no good fretting about messing stuff up because I knew I was going to mess stuff up. Learning how to fix something you messed up is a valuable learning experience. I'm not coping. go straight down there? No, yeah, I think it'll be better if I do that, because then they'll meet flush. Okay, yeah, they'll meet flush. Alright. Okay, so about those two. Fine, okay. So yeah. Center of those. I'm gonna try to only cut through the leather and not the fabric underneath. It's gonna be hard, but the fabric underneath will be easier to stitch together if there's like a little bit of it left over, and I can just fold it over and stitch it down. It's out there. Hmm. This will certainly take a lot of space down. Let's get me down to the right number of holes. Couldn't just cut it anywhere because I had to make the holes match up. Maybe I'll even give it like an interesting shape. Maybe it'll be cuter. I don't know. Between those? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Full grown complain. Quick posture and neck stretch and do a lean break. It's been 2 hours, but I want to keep working on this at least until I can get the top stitch down with its better dimensions. They might. Through carefully. they might draw 'em. Roaches are like the only bug that Skelebi frickin' hates. But since it's funny, they might. They're also like the only bug I hate. But I do still recognize that they have some utility in nature because they eat leaf litter off the ground in forests and help plants decay properly and stuff like that. Knocking everything over. But if they're in my house, I get pissed. Like, look, the closest you can come is out by the compost pile. That's where you're useful. To get any closer than that, it's on site. There's just a lot of them around where we live. And they had an infestation in an old house, which I did too, but... Hmm? Skelebi also goes by they or he. Forgot to mention that recently. I can't remember when they started doing that, but a little bit. Okay. Please don't be fucking this up anymore. Yeah. Roaches are the only bug that Skelebi really cannot stand. They love pretty much all other bugs. Or, if not love, have a great interest and respect for. It's like a gross out sort of thing. No problem. It is very funny having a roach being like having anything to do with working at a restaurant or a bar or somewhere that serves food, where you don't want them. Where they should not be. That's just objectively funny. It's like having a bed bug run a bed and breakfast or something. I guess they would be like a vampire that attacks their sleeping inn's patrons. Or inn patrons or whatever. I thought they just really want to run a bed and breakfast, and they really hate the bad rep that bed bugs give. They actually provide great service. They might bite you a little bit, just a little bit. Or like a flea running a dog grooming service or something. Friggin' locust offering gardening services. Bunch of jokes to be made about bugs and other animals and professions they should not have. Dung beetle perfume seller. Yeah. Termite selling housing goods, building houses. Just silly, good fun. Yeah, those are fantastic. Oh yeah, you told me about the nose, the star nose mole before, which is very funny. They're freaking blind. I'm feeling the kind of very specific fear that you get, like that I can only compare to like I don't know, you're like in Minecraft or something, and you're trying to get back to your base with a ton of diamond, but you ran out of food, and you fell in the lava once and were able to not die, but you have like 1 health left, and you're just trying to get back without dying and losing all of your stuff in the lava that is surrounding you. But you didn't make enough space, and you're also out of pickaxes. So like you worked a long way to get where you are, but you're worried you're gonna fuck it up any instant now. Yeah. Did I remember to turn that on earlier? I might have forgotten to turn the desktop audio on before. After nearly 5 years and 100 plus nature shorts, we think it's time for some history lessons too. Mm. Yeah, essentially, worked a long time to get to this, and then, oh, cool. Natural history, that's fun. And then I messed this up, and I'm really hoping that doing this isn't going to mess it up further. I do need to put some stitches in here to attach that to that now, though. I may even need to put some, like, blue paint in there to cover up the edges. Maybe I should take a break to paint that first. I might unstitch this last one. I don't want to, but like it's tugging there. I'm worried it'll like rip the leather or something. Because I was just about to go on this curve, so it's like pulling at a weird angle. Okay, let's see what I should do. So when I pull these together, the edges are going to stick out a little bit. So if I put stitches over it, it'll be harder to get the paint in there. So I should probably try to mix up some paint to paint these little edges first, so that when I put them together, won't be like, it'll still be obvious that there's little darts there, but it won't be like as obvious. Okay. Ow. want to try one lazy thing real quick. I'll try it on the edge so it's not super obvious. There's that one, it's pretty close. I'm gonna see if a freaking Posca pen can help me here. It sinks right into the leather, huh? Can I build it up? Maybe if I put some satin sealant on and then put it on top and then put more satin sealant? Yeah, it stays tacky for a little bit. That wouldn't be good. I'll just have to mix it with regular acrylic. Ow. Okay, I think because my wrist hurts, and I should probably take a little break so I don't get too stressed about this sudden need for a modification. Ow, and because my wrist hurts, I think I'm gonna like end the stream and I'm gonna go make some tea and like gently press my hand against the nice warm tea and gently massage my wrist and stuff. Do some big stretches. Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, I'll probably come back and I'll try to mix up the paint so I could get that going so I could at least let that dry and try to keep puzzling this out, but I'll take a little bit of a break so I can make sure I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's not work. I have to paint the inside and then carefully scrunch those together and stitch around the outside with the light blue thread that I gotta get back out of the garage. Oh, I have to make sure my laundry dried too. And then I'll have to stitch each of these down. Probably put some sealant over it to make sure the paint dries, but put sealant over the stitches doesn't hold in place. I'll have to make sure I sew those little bits down by folding those on the inside. I don't know if I have to actually, but I don't know. I'll figure that out when I get to it. And then I can match these up to this and put it around there. So, okay. I have a plan. Okay. It's fine. I got a plan. I'll make it work, designers. Yeah, after all that nonsense, I will hopefully get the good sleepy time. And then tomorrow I have to remember to pick up that prescription that I forgot today. Okay. Anyway, nights, y'all.